Greetings everyone, Slizzle466 here, and in today's video, we're looking at some of the top 10 best late January 2020 wild meta decks to climb with. Starting at number 10, we have Pure's Odd Paladin. Odd Paladin is a pretty in-stone deck list at this point. You'll see there are two Ironbeak Owls teched into this list. This really helps you against the Mech Paladins, against the Warlocks running Void Lords, things like that, and is a very strong aggressive deck to play in the current wild meta. At number 9, we have Pirate Warrior. Pirate Warrior is in a pretty decent spot right now. This list is running Forge of Souls to help get the Inkar, the Death Bites, a little faster. If you're finding that you're having a lot of problems against Reno decks, you might want to consider swapping out the Death Spites for Wrench Calibers. At number 8, we have Bull Daniel and the Rotted Zombies Mecha'thun Warlock. These two dedicated Warlock players have come up with a new version of the archetype featuring Duelmaster Dorian, a 5-mana 2/6 legendary. Whenever you draw a minion, summon a 1/1 copy of it. And to help you understand how the combo works with this list, I'm going to use an exact quote from Team One Trick and Tempo Storm Wild Warlock expert, the Rotted Zombie. Duelmaster Dorian reinvents Mecha'thun Warlock by making Emperor Thaurissan unnecessary. This version of the combo sees Duelmaster Dorian played into Plot Twist with an empty deck and Mecha'thun in hand, followed by Bloodbloom into Cataclysm. When Plot Twist is cast with Dorian in play and Mecha'thun in hand, Mecha'thun cycles and emerges as a 1/1 version via the Duelmaster's ability, allowing the player to play Bloodbloom into Cataclysm, discarding the full cost Mecha'thun along with the rest of their hand, and triggering the smaller Mecha'thun's win condition. At number 7, we have a Galakrond Warrior from the China server, and the different versions that we're seeing come out of the China server are bomb-based. And one reason that the bomb-based lists are working very well is because of the abundance of Reno Mage on the current ladder. You'll also see there are two Spellbreakers teched in here. These are for the Mech Paladins and the Warlocks, and this is definitely a deck list that you're going to want to try out. At number 6, we have Hydro's Cube Warlock. Cube Warlock is a deck that is very strong into mages, whether it's a secret mage or a Reno mage. It has an abundance of board clears. It can also develop board through its board clears because of the eggs being run in the list, and is just a very strong Warlock deck to play with. At number 5, we have Losing Friends Mage. So if you play this deck and you tell your friends, they probably won't be your friends anymore. So do be cautious letting people know if you play this deck on the wild ladder. At number 4, we have an Even Shaman that arose from the China server. High Legend player Memnarch took this list to number 1 legend on the Americas server, playing something like 100 games. And it kind of runs very similarly to an aggro druid. You've got your Totemic Surges for burst, your Vicina for burst, you've got your Totemic Might to dodge board clears, and this is a much more aggressive version of Even Shaman than we've typically seen. If things don't quite go your way, you can also play the Stormbringer to try and high roll your board into a whole bunch of random legendaries. At number 3, we have Mech Handbuff Paladin. This is Phil's list. It's got a bit of an anti-aggro tech with the Bronze Gatekeeper, but it's just an incredibly powerful deck. If you draw your buff cards and your mech reduction cards very early in the game, you can make it very difficult for your opponent to clear your board. At number 2, we have a Darkest Hour Warlock list from the China server. I personally took this deck to Legend from rank 3. It is incredibly powerful. Yes, you gotta get a little lucky. You need to make sure you have your Bloodbloom, your Imp Generator, and your Darkest Hour. But I played about 50 games of the deck with a 65% win rate, and I got to Legend quite easily. And at number 1, we have Reno Mage. This is a deck that also arose from the China server. Myself and Team One Trick members EK Designer, the Rotted Zombie, and Keith Numbers have all been jamming this deck on the wild ladder. I peaked at 44 Legend, Keith Numbers peaked at 69 Legend, and EK Designer is currently on his way to Legend, keeping in mind that the poor guy works 80-hour work weeks. He can only get in so many games a day. One thing I want to mention with this list is it does have a light dragon package, and personally I don't think any of these dragons are replaceable. So if you don't own Malygos Aspect of Magic, if you don't own the original Alexstrasza, I'd probably recommend dropping the whole dragon package altogether and putting in the sort of cards that you're comfortable playing in a Quest Mage list. I'd like to thank you for making it all the way to the end of this video. All of the deck codes can be found in the description below, and if you want to support this channel, you can click the subscribe button, click that bell, and until next time, hope to see you again.